And we on.
Gio, Gio, back up in this bitch. I was waiting on you to say we on. Yeah, fight night, back up in this motherfucker. About to call a frog out of well. Y'all already know. You know what I'm saying? Well, I guess that shit didn't work, man. Let me see if I could turn this shit off, man. I don't know how to do this shit. I hope that shit don't be interrupting me too much.
Ryan Boykin, salute, fam. What's good with it, bro? YG Knight building, salute, bro. Eric R, salute. King of Kings, appreciate that membership, bro. Salute.
Salute, salute. What's going down with y'all, man?
D-Lo just stepped in the building, salute, bro.
I don't even see D-Lo. I'm trying to see, man, what the fuck I got going on, man. I gotta get into my flow. I see D-Lo in the building. What's up, bro? Eric R in the building. What's going down? YG Knight, Rayon, Boykin, salute to you. Made Man Mike, salute to you. What's going down? Yeah,
Salute, salute, fam.
yeah, we about to check out these heavyweights and shit tonight. We got this dude FL Jogba going against this Zon Kazabuski dude. Kazabuski coming off a bit of a layoff and shit, if I'm not mistaken. Main event, we got Jared Anderson, Big Baby, going against this motherfucker that's Rudenko or something like that. He done been in with a bunch of fighters. You know what I'm saying? He done been in with Povetkin and all kind of motherfuckers. Oh, let me turn this shit down. Make sure I got my volume all the way down. Yeah, so we about to see what's gonna go down with the heavyweights and shit tonight. They say ain't nothing like heavyweight boxing. D Beard OG in the building. What's up, bro?
Salute, bro.
What's going down? I mean, I dropped them picks in the chat. I got FA Jogba by decision, and I got Big Baby Anderson. I think I got him like knockout round 3 or some shit like that. Even though I'm kind of iffy about that one because this opponent that he going against is very tough. He tough as nails. Like I said, he done been in with some real good fighters. He only been stopped once. So I won't be surprised if he go out there and last. But I think Anderson gonna have something to prove after that performance he had against Charles Martin. Because I think Charles Martin kind of shocked him a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Especially coming from that southpaw stance. So I think he in there with an orthodox fighter tonight. So let's see how he do. What you got, bro?
Shit, I got FA at 5, and I got Anderson at 6.
Yeah, that's 6 sound a little bit better than my 3. I don't even know why I took the man in 3 rounds. The opponent might have been coming off a layoff or something. Well, we definitely about to see, man. Listen, Anderson, he normally come out to some pretty fast starts on guys. So let's see how this motherfucker do tonight. I know one thing, you need to make sure you stay in that orthodox stance because I don't really got a lot of belief in him in that southpaw stance. You know what I'm saying? Charles Martin got off some pretty good shots on his ass in that last fight. It seemed like his stock might have dropped a little bit. I did see one thing from Anderson that kind of concerned me, though. He said that he ain't in this shit for no legacy. He in it for the money. I had saw a video from Ty Rank a couple of days ago that said that shit. And y'all know how that is, man. You got money fighters, you got legacy fighters, and this guy seems like he's a money fighter over legacy. So it is what it is. J1 Pro Da Vinci in the building. What's up, bro? Say, yo, we here now. Salute, salute to you.
Salute, salute, bro.
Yeah, we up in this motherfucker, man. It's been a few weeks since we called some fights, but we back. You know what I'm saying? Only thing is, after this, it's a bit of a lull. I think the next fight that we'll call after this is gonna be that God damn, what I can't never think of the dude's name, man. What's the name of that fighter that's the sister of the girl that Shakur Stevenson used to date? He going against Luis Alberto Lopez in a title fight.
Joey Gonzalez.
Yeah, Joey Gonzalez. There we go. Yeah, he going against Luis Alberto Lopez in a few weeks. That'll probably be the next fight we call because we got like some downtime in between. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we better check out these fights. This the first day of football season, college football. Went out there and lost my first pick. I normally don't bet week 1 though. I normally let the motherfuckers work out the kinks and then start betting. but I couldn't help myself. I went out there and took Ohio +3 over San Diego State and went out there and held the L. I'm still not convinced that Ohio ain't the better team though. They just wasn't executing. The motherfucker was up 6-3 going into the half, and they was driving the score. And then the quarterback gonna throw a crazy ass point shaving looking ass pick. And that shit led to a touchdown by San Diego State, and they never looked back. Um,
Geneva Warren, salute, sis.
the baddest lady in the land, you already know. YG Knight talking about he want to link. This is Saturday, brother. This is Let Trey X Cook Day. Shit, we let people on the panel on Mondays. Um, really, that's Let Marlo Cook Day on Monday, but he like to have panels and shit. I like to get into my rhythm when on Saturday, man. So I ain't really trying to have no going back and forth and shit. That's just me. That's how I do my shit. You know what I'm saying? I got to get into a rhythm so I can call these fights, get warmed up and shit. But I don't know, man. We might could make an exception this one time. We ain't gonna make it no habit though. I know we had D-Lo get on the panel and call the fight with us with that Earl Spence fight, but that ain't no shit that we normally do. I mean, what was you trying to do? You trying to just be on the panel? Or you trying to come score the fight? What you trying to do? I see we already got the first fight on. He said, I know when to talk and when to be quiet. All right, man, go ahead and throw the motherfucking link. We already got the first fight on the way. Job and Kazabuski, they in the first round and shit right now. It looked like Kazabuski trying to step to him a little bit aggressively, throwing some weird looking type of punches and shit. Some arm looking punches. I went on ahead and locked in with that fair job, and man, I said I'm gonna take the Olympian. You know what I'm saying? Even though he got a late start in boxing. But I saw quite a few people was picking Kazabuski on the Chan Ross. I think my boy uh Yasa, he took Kazabuski. I was leaning towards picking the other guy over Hamza Saras earlier. That motherfucker Yasa was like, man, you better not take no goddamn Demito Katrofanov or whatever his name was. That motherfucker went out there and got stopped in 2 rounds. D-Lo said I was one who picked Kazabuski. Pick Kazabuski. Yeah, I just went on ahead and locked in with the Olympian, man. I had seen that Kazabuski do got a few notable wins in the amateurs and shit, though. He just didn't do a whole lot of fighting on the international level, but he got an amateur background and shit, man. So I ain't mad at you. J1 Pro said he took the job.
But Ryan, hey, I sent it to you, YG. Hey, he is trying to step to him. I was trying to send the link first, but he came out off the gate trying to step to FA.
Yeah, he's stepping to him, but it seemed like he keep on like getting to like a mid range and then drawing a line in the sand or some shit. That might get him pieced up in this fight. But we gonna see. Who you gave that first round to if you over there watching that shit?
Shit, I gave it to Asabuki.
You gave it to Kazabuski? All right, man. J1 Pro said he got a job by decision. That's what I took. I took him by decision.
But remember, I was sending the link, so I ain't see the full totality of the round.
Yeah. Yeah, I got my back turned to the shit, man. You already know how it is when we call them fights. Motherfucker can't really just watch it like I want to. But shit, I definitely need a job to come down the stretch on this motherfucker, man. Yeah, my Chan Ross picks, man. That motherfucker, Lorenzo Truck Simpson went out there and took the L to that Hernandez cat. Definitely was surprised about that. The only good thing is I know everybody probably picked Truck Simpson and held the L. He was fighting a dude that was coming off 18-month layoff too, and went out there and got whooped. Southpaw on Southpaw matchup. But hey, the dude that he was fighting, he is battle tested. He done been off in the ring with a bunch of good fighters, man. I think he might have won a split decision against J. Rock Williams. Now that I'm sitting up here thinking about it, but he done been in the ring with quite a few fighters, man. So I know that he was battle tested. You know what I'm saying? I just thought that him coming off a layoff, he might go out there and get whooped. D-Lo said he got Kazabuski KO7. I don't know about the KO7 though. I mean, I can see him winning, but I don't know about the knockout. I mean, I don't really see no evidence of FA Ajaba getting stopped. You know what I'm saying? I done seen him get dropped and get up and finish the fight. I don't think he like no Daniel Dubois type motherfucker. I took the decision in that fight. I took the damn decision because I'm really not knowing Usyk for being much of a power puncher at heavyweight. But the only thing is, man, and I was thinking about this going into the fight. Daniel Dubois, I'm just not really sure about this guy. Like when he fought against Kevin Lorena, who's also a southpaw, he got dropped like 3 times in that fight. And it didn't seem like he was getting hit with just no monstrous shots. You know what I'm saying? But I went on ahead and rolled the dice and took Usyk by decision like a dummy. I see we got YG Knight on the panel. He came through and gave us 1 weekend of Chow Ross and didn't even give us no full picks. This go smelly motherfucker. What's up, nigga?
Yo, what's going on? Nah, yo, I've been working in the studio and stuff. That's why, and plus, well, the round started. I don't know if you still behind. You still calling it the Darby fight?
Nah, we ain't. I'm gonna call the main event.
Oh, nah, yeah. You know, like, and then when I looked at the what you call it, like a lot of those fighters, I didn't even know who is these people like. So it was just a little confusing. Like I have no problem picking the main people. But the other, what you call it, was like a little confusing. So I was like, yo, you know what? Let me fall back. And plus, I was locking into the studio. But did you get a chance to watch that truck fight yesterday? Truck Simpson?
Nah, we ain't watching. We just heard about it.
That joint reminded me of when Zab Zuda fought Baldomir in Madison Square Garden. He just got outworked.
Yeah. That's what it said on Boxing Scene that he went out there and got outworked. What's up to my Amazon angel in the building, Miss Armin Brown? She out there on vacation and shit, man. Y'all wish her a safe trip home. When
Salute,
she,
safe
yeah,
travel. Hey,
yeah.
what's the name? Kasabuki trying to get rough with FA.
Yeah, I see that shit. Look like FA might have just hurt him though a little bit. He stepping to him, trying to tee off on him a little bit. Shit, they they was out there wrestling a few minutes ago a few moments ago when I look back. Yeah, Miss Armin Brown, she up in the Chow Ross, make this motherfucker YG Knight look bad. He can't even go out there and make no peace because he ain't heard of everybody. This motherfucker get on the panel copping, please. We ain't trying to hear
Nah,
that shit.
I'm just keeping it a buck. I ain't gonna act like I know who them guys is and I don't know them. Like,
look them up, nigga. That's what the internet for. We got YouTube, nigga. We got
nah,
Google.
that's a fact. But I've been like the studio with the music thing or with the beats and stuff. It's a little more work than it really looks like. But I've really been working with that.
I feel you, my nigga, but
But,
goddamn, give us 15, 20 minutes, man. That's all we need.
but
15 minutes.
what I will tell you when I go back and I watch the Crawford and Spence fight. And you did a wonderful job calling it, but in the middle of it, people was leaving, and you was like, "Yo, I don't know if people leaving because the way I'm calling it." Nah, you was calling it right down the middle. You don't when you call fights, you can't tell who you pick when you call the fight until you said it. Like you call it even. You don't pull back nobody punches. You don't overplay nobody punches. You call it how you see it. And the people that was leaving, in my opinion, I felt like they was leaving because they was going for Spence, and it was just getting ugly. It wasn't because the way you was calling it.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. Appreciate
But
that, bro.
that's just
Yeah.
in my opinion. That's how I seen it. And that's how I hear it. When I hear you call a fight and I'm watching it, like I can't tell who you picked until you say it. You call it how you see it. You don't overplay or underplay anybody when you call in the fight. So I respect that.
I already appreciate that, bro.
Big boy, salute, fam. Miss Lex in the building, salute, sis.
Salute. Yeah, man, that's the way we call fights, man. That shit remind me of when Wilder fought against Fury in the second fight. I called the fight the same way. It was people getting mad and leaving. It was literally people in the chat talking about, damn, you gotta call the fight like that? Yeah, I gotta call it like that. Yeah, you talking about?
Hey,
But
this motherfucker came back and low blow this nigga on purpose. He got his ass whipped so bad in that last round.
but
Who,
see,
Kazabuski?
Hell yeah, got the bookie and get this ass was damn near. He looked like he got hurt. Then he came back in the early and low blow this fool on purpose.
Yeah, I just seen that he got a point taken away from him. So that shit must have been egregious if the man ain't getting no warning. Just a straight point deduction. Let me jump up in the chat a little bit though. D'Lo said, yeah, Vlad Hernandez beat either J Rock or her. Yeah, I think it was a split decision over J Rock. Plus that motherfucker, man, he done got stopped by Israel Madrimov, and he also got stopped by the cat that went out there and beat that big tall Fundora motherfucker. The dude that got a fight coming up soon against Tim Zoo. I can't think of his name. What's his name?
Mendoza.
Yeah, there we go. Daniel Mendoza or something. What the fuck is his name? Is it Daniel Mendoza?
I forgot his first name, but I think that's gonna be a good fight though. He come to fight.
Yeah. So no, hold on, I'm tripping. That not Mendoza, man. He got stopped by the dude that beat Joey Spencer. Yeah, the cat that beat Joey Spencer, man. I can't think of his name. That Southpaw, that big motherfucker that come from a fighting family. He got an uncle that fight. His both fighters they had went out there and beat Santa Maria. Fuck, I can't think of the name. One of them lost to Santa Maria, and then the nephew came back and got revenge against Santa Maria for his uncle. He lost by the knockout to that motherfucker. D'Lo said FA landed a nice uppercut. My Amazon Angel, I see. J1 Pro say salute to YG Knight. Talking about they wrestling out there. Big Boys Boxing say, damn, you guys not calling the FA fight this on now. No, I'm calling the main event. I'm a main event fight caller. That's what I do.
I think these guys seen the Dubois and Usyk fight like, well, they wasn't calling low blows earlier.
Yeah,
but I actually don't think that was a low blow, and I kind of got lucky too because I had Usyk on my FanDuel bet, and that was a clean shot. But before the fight, they definitely did. The referee never said the belt line or nothing like that, which is strange.
Yeah.
They usually do say that.
Yeah. It seemed like his trunks might have been kind of hot too. Miss Lex, she said, what network is the fight on? This shit is on Garden Variety ESPN. D'Lo said, no one knows all the fighters. Hell no, that's why we like it so much, because we get a chance to learn about new fighters. You know what I'm saying? Because the motherfuckers coming down the pipeline, Champ Ross gonna put them out there, gonna put them on there. Shit, every weekend it's a goddamn a fighter that I ain't never heard of. You know what I'm saying? J1 Pro said, wait, what happened to a job? He talking about, oh, it was a low blow. I see the referee talking to Kazabuski again. Yeah, this don't look like it would be a most fun type of fight to call anyway. Just looking at this shit from glancing at it from time to time because it looked kind of sloppy. But it looked like a jobber looping them shots around the guard, trying to put hands on them a little bit. Kazabuski, he drawing that line in the sand at the mid range and just posted it up right there and just letting the man tee off on him. Yeah, he might get stopped with that bullshit, man. D'Lo said it was an intentional retaliatory low blow. That's what it seemed like I saw from a jobber when I looked at the replay. D'Lo said, and another one. The Kane appreciate that shit, talking about Jesus Ramos. The motherfuckers, him and Hyphy tried to tell me, don't be taking them. Now, matter of fact, me and the Kane got into a debate because we were saying who was the naturally bigger man, and I was thinking that Joy Spencer was, and he was saying that Jesus Ramos was. He ended up being right. I was about to say they was trying to tell me not to pick Joey Spencer, but we all took Joey Spencer and ate crow. Miss Lex talking about Carlos Adames. No, ma'am. I see that they talking about Adames versus hey, what's the name of that 5 on my scale that went against Denzel Bentley in his last fight? That motherfucker, they were saying that Andriy was scared of at 160 and he was trying to not fight him and shit. I think he might be from Kazakhstan or something like that. I can't think of nobody's name, man. It's a goddamn shame. Y'all know who I'm talking about, though. He went out there and had a tough fight against Denzel Bentley in his last fight. Salute to my boy Gil Coles in the building. What's up, bro? What's going down with you? D'Lo said Kazabuski is trying to quit without quitting. Yeah, that's what I be saying sometimes.
quit without quitting.
Yeah, there's just an aggressive form of quitting. It kind of reminds me when Anthony Joshua, when he went out there and fought Dillian White, and Dillian White was acting a damn fool after the bell and shit, trying to hit Joshua. I thought that was an aggressive way of trying to quit without quitting. I think
Facts. And then after the fight, they were saying he was battling an injury, which is crazy.
I see a job on the ground right now, folded up, man. What they done did to my man the Jobber, man? Another low blow. This motherfucker done turned into old boy back in the day. What's the name of the Polish motherfucker that was going low on Riddick Bowe? Andrew Galata. This nigga done turned into Andrew Galata in this motherfucker, man. Cheating and shit. They showing the replay right now. A nice little low blow, real sneaky too. A nice sneaky little low blow.
Well, from the fourth round, because I know you be your TV always be faster than mine.
Yeah, man, this one they just stopped the fight.
Oh yeah, that was in the fourth round, and I got a job on my ticket too. That's not good.
No, you got a job, but you about to win by disqualification.
Hey, another mother effing fifth round. I thought it was gonna happen, but this motherfucker get disqualified in the fourth.
Yeah, I don't think disqualification count for a knockout though, so it wasn't no bonus to be got. You know what I'm saying? It's about to be a DQ.
It's gonna be like a void or something.
It ain't gonna be no void, but it's I don't know how you gonna do that shit.
Yeah, I hope not. That void, they be taking mad money away when you get a void.
Nah, they not. I'm not with the sports book. The sports book, if you just took him to win outright, you just won. But on the Champ Ross, I don't know how it's gonna be.
Oh yeah, you know I always gotta ask your Marlo what gas you want tonight. I always gotta ask that.
Man, I done got me some more of that Skywalker. I know we're lit.
Yeah, man, I had to go ahead and grab me some of that gas myself, man. I had got a deal on 6 grams for 20. I couldn't pass it up. I said, man, fuck it, let me give me some of this gas. You don't get a deal like that every night, that often. $20 for damn near a quarter.
What you on, YG?
I actually have fell back from smoking. I'm probably gonna start smoking again for the football season, but I'll be having to do the Zoom calls with the engineers and stuff to book stuff. So I don't be liking how I be looking high on the Zoom call. So I actually haven't smoked since July.
All right, let me jump up in the chat, man. Get my rhythm in this motherfucker. DeCane said I wasn't really arguing he was bigger, just that he was young and could still be growing. So it was still all accumulating to the motherfucker being a bigger fighter though. D-Lo talking about Xanderbeck Alum Canuli or something like that. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. They talking about putting him against Carlos Adames. That'd be a good ass fight. Southpaw. Two motherfuckers with deep amateur backgrounds and all that kind of shit. Yeah, that's the type of fight that I would love to call all day. DeCane said he just ended up growing a lot between fights. Yeah, motherfucker ended up being a bigger man and showed in the fight too. Square business. J1 Pro said, I just watched that Big George Foreman movie before coming here. I thought it was pretty good. Anybody else seen it? Nah, I ain't seen that shit. I haven't seen it. I saw one little clip where they had put that dude face on the real George Foreman face when he was fighting. I can't remember who he was fighting. I just saw a little clip. I thought that shit was funny and it looked goofy, so that made me not really want to watch it. Ms. Lex say, Marlo, I'm about to sing you something. I don't know if you seen that or not. D-Lo said, there it is. That motherfucker done quit without quitting her, man. The Kane said the ref called it off. Who's the boss? Yeah, DQ. With your cheating ass going out there looking like Andrew Galata. J1 Pro said the job would need to get his lick back. Shit, he might just take that win and go on about his business. Shit, he just got the dub.
Hey, that video she just sent me was crazy. Some little skinny girl standing up on the seat talking rah-rah to, a big girl. Big girl mushed her. She flew about that goddamn seat. That shit was crazy.
Yeah. A. McKinney, salute to you. What's going down? Said, what's up, gang? D-Lo said, DQ was just a 5-point win. All right, shit, I take 5. Shit. Yeah, I take 5. I ain't doing no trip.
Right, I need that 5.
Yeah.
McKinney salute.
Yeah, that's 5 more.
Rod's a champ in the building. Salute. MZ salute, bro.
Yeah, that's 5 more points than the motherfuckers that took Kazabuski, huh, man? Shit. Ms. Lexler said Marlo, those videos are from different angles. D-Lo said they just mentioned Galata too. Yeah, that shades to Andrew Galata, man. Quit without quitting. Like my boy D-Lo just said. Rod X the champ in the building. What's up, bro? What's going down?
Hey, before I had to go get the dough, I was thinking a parachute was gonna come out the goddamn sky.
Yeah, that's that holy, what was that, Bowen Holyfield 3 or some shit? Yeah, I
Oh,
think
with Fan Man.
yeah, Fan Man. Yeah, I think that was Bowen Holyfield 3. I might be tripping.
Yeah, it was either 3 or 2, but they beat the hell out of him too for that.
Yeah. D-Lo said a job will look much improved despite the BS. All right, Pecos building the building was going down, OG. We went out there and took a loss to open up our football season. We took Ohio over San Diego State, and they went out there and really beat their own self. Them motherfucker missed the field goal. The quarterback threw like 3 interceptions or some shit like that. But in between the 20s, they was actually like the better team. Yeah, I don't know how to turn this shit off, y'all. So shit, y'all gonna have to excuse that. Yeah, motherfucker went out there and cost us a little money, but it's all good. We got plenty of season in front of us. We'll come back with something. D-Lo said there was a nice southpaw from Kazakhstan on the card earlier, 2-time Olympian. He was one of Crawford's sparring partners for Earl. He advanced to 4-0 with a nice stop. What was that motherfucker name? D-Lo said L-Dub put me on to him a little bit ago, all right?
Yeah,
Pecos,
my fault, but Trey, to cut that off, you got to turn off your the volume on your updates.
man, I've been over here fucking with this shit, man. I've been trying all kind of shit. It don't never work.
Yeah, it's updates. You're gonna see the button that say updates for your what you call, because that's when you get that, is when they updating you on something.
Yeah, I ain't the best technology motherfucker. That's why I always say if it wasn't for Marlo, I wouldn't even be on YouTube because I ain't no technology motherfucker.
Nah, that's a fact. You always say that about that DAZN situation.
Nick Wall.
Pecos Pecos Bill said that work with the short bus people listening to the family. Appreciate you, OG. D-Lo said 5 points if he picked the fighter who won. So no points for me plus Crow. Yeah, go ahead and take that Crow. Say, man, you pulled a Trey X, man. Well, how many times we gonna keep taking these fighters coming off these layoffs and expecting to win? Nigga, I took Cool Boy Steph coming off a layoff and talk shit. I'm talking about was defiant with my pick and went out there and got my ass whooped, taking a man off a 13-month layoff. Took Earl Spence Jr. coming off a 17-month layoff. He went out there and got his ass tore off the frame. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like it was at least one more person that I took off a layoff that I went out there and lost. Yeah, man, when we gonna learn? Goddamn me. Nick Walton, salutation. Salute to you. D-Lo said, yeah, it was 3. All right, Rod S. Johnson said, do y'all believe the boy got job earlier today? It looked like a clean shot to me. I mean, I saw this shit, but I kind of agree with most people because they say that the referee didn't define exactly what a low blow was. It seemed like Usyk might have had his trunks pulled up kind of high. So it seemed like it was like one of them gray area type of shots and shit. But still though, I mean, the boy, he got his ass whooped. He went out there and got outclassed. I didn't see the whole fight, but from what I was seeing, he was out there trying to play chess with the motherfucker. I don't know why fighters do that shit, man. Like you see a guy, he'll come out with the active lead hand or something, and they out there trying to match that shit. Like, man, just go out there and be like Derek Chisora and get up in there. Rough this motherfucker up and use your size advantage like you're supposed to. Another thing I don't understand about these fighters that fight against southpaws, especially against them Eastern Europeans that keep their lead hand so high, why they don't never slip the jab and dig a right hand to the body? I don't never see that. That's like an easy liver shot. And they don't never even go for the shit. Hell, even Mayweather started doing that type of shit after he fought Zab Judah. He'll throw lead right hand straight to the body, sometimes to the liver area. I don't never see fighters doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I guess you could say it was bad luck for Dubois, but at the same time, I mean, one single moment in the fight defines the whole fight. Like, nah, man, you got to go out there and go to work, get up in there and handle your business, and he didn't do that.
Yeah, he should have known that was a clean shot though, regardless of what the referee said.
Nah, that's a fact, and he be giving up too.
That was on the, go ahead. That was on the belt line though.
He gave up in that fight. Like I already know after that when he lost to the Juggernaut. Like I know not to pick him and don't root for him. Like nah, he gives up in fights. He'd throw in the towel if it's not going his way. He a front runner. If it's not going his way, he out of there. Him, Anthony Yard, them guys from over there. Mm-mm.
Yeah, man, I was low on the Bois before the fucking Joe Joyce fight. It was a lot of people on YouTube talking about Daniel Dubois was next up. I said, man, Daniel Dubois weak as a motherfucker, man. What is y'all talking about? And then look what my dumb ass do. When he fight against Joe Joyce, they got Daniel Dubois at minus 800. They got him at 8-1 favorite. So I'm like, well, damn, maybe I'm tripping. I done heard stories about them sparring and Joe Joyce getting on his ass and sparring. But when I saw them odds, they had me thinking that maybe I was just off. So I went on ahead and took Daniel Dubois and went out there and ate crow on that shit when I knew better going into the goddamn fight. Yeah, man, I ain't fucking with no Dubois like that, man. He showed some weakness when he went out there and fought Kevin Lorena in the last fight. That dude there was a former cruiserweight, came up in weight and dropped Daniel Dubois like 3 times in the goddamn fight. I thought it might be a fluke or something because it seemed like he hurt his leg. I think he hurt his knee or something like that. So I went on ahead and took Usyk by decision. But when it was all said and done, I can't lie, I felt stupid. I was thinking I probably should have took the knockout.
I had Crowell White Race when he fought the Juggernaut too. I picked him. I had my Crowell White Race.
Yeah.
Hey, Rayon, salute, fam. You was the first one in here too. Salute, Rayon Boykin. Trick Mochi, salute, fam. What's happening?
Salute. Pecos Bill say salute to all the chat, absolutely.
Y'all see her in the building, salute, bro.
Yeah, so what's up, bro? Pecos Bill said, I don't do layoffs anymore. Yeah, man, can't fuck with them layoffs. Sometimes I pick with my heart, though. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm a human. Even in my fight calls, you'll see the human element in there a little bit. Like this dude, YG Knight, he say, man, you call the fights right down the middle. Every now and then, I put a little bit of bias in there just to put that human element in there where you can tell who I'm going for. But I still like to give the other motherfucker a fair shake, though. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. But yeah, I put that human element in there every now and then, though.
Speaking of that too, this Jared Anderson guy, he gonna win tonight, but I don't really trust him either. You heard when he was talking to Roy how he said he don't really like boxing, right?
Yeah, he was crying and all that shit.
That's speaking of that, always make me laugh at the end of the fight, or Marlo was like, stopped him and made him number 11.
Yeah. Yeah, let me jump back up in the chat though. Trick Note say salute to you. D-Lo said his name is Ablekon Zusapov, 5'10" and a half inch southpaw, welterweight. All right. That's a pretty big motherfucker at welterweight. He fit right in. D-Lo said if the ref rules that a knockdown, Usyk may not stay down milking it. I was also thinking that too. Like a lot of people was putting like they was looking at the reaction from Usyk, but it seemed like he was milking that shit. You know what I'm saying? If he would have ruled it a knockdown, he probably would have tightened up. Pecos Bill said nope, he should have took it to Usyk. Yeah, he should have took it to that motherfucker. D-Lo said Kriegel just called Tyson Fury a reality star. Yeah. The Kane said, okay, he said, I agree with YG. The Dubois mind is too open to quitting after the Joyce fight. He said he agree with you. Yasa, salute to you. The Kane said once you quit the first time, it becomes a viable option mentally. I don't know about him quitting the first time, man. That man had a broken orbital bone against Joe Joyce. Hell, we gonna call that quitting? And you done broke your eye socket? Who among you has ever fought with a broken eye socket? To where you know what a motherfucker going through when they fighting with a broken eye socket.
I know Anoy fought with one.
Yeah, he did fight with one. He can speak on it.
It was another motherfucker that said he had a broken nose throughout the fight. I can't remember.
We done heard of people fighting with broken jaws and shit, but overall, when we thinking about a broken,
It was the jaw.
yeah, like what's the name of the motherfucker that just lost uh to Navarrete? I mean, goddamn, y'all know.
Valdez, Oscar
Yeah,
Yeah,
Valdez.
Valdez.
Oscar.
Yeah, Valdez fought with a broken jaw and shit. So yeah, we done heard of that shit. But overall, when I see people getting a broken eye socket, they get the hell up out of there. We like you said, we seen a Nui fight with one, but who else besides Nui been fighting with broken eye sockets? I don't really judge fighters too hard when it come to that shit. I ain't never fought with no broken eye socket. I don't know what the hell they going through. You know what I'm saying? If you done fought with a broken eye socket, type of one in the chat.
Well, I know they said Kell Brooks went into the spin fight with his face was like partially already fractured.
Yeah, but that was the other side. He ended that fight with two fractured eye sockets.
And that motherfucker went down on bended knee like boys to men with that eye socket too and got his ass up out of there.
Yeah, he did. He did tap out.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Uh,
I wouldn't necessarily count a broken eye socket or a broken rib as a motherfucker tapping out because them is some painful ass breaks. You know what I'm saying? And the motherfucker don't want to get hit there no more. But I call low blows tapping out, like what old boy did today against FA. He wanted to quit.
oh yeah.
He
That's
was
why D'Lo's. Yeah, that was an aggressive form of quitting, like D'Lo was talking about earlier. Um, Pagos Bill said EJ taught me a big lesson about layoffs. Yeah, man, plenty of fighters done talk big lessons on layoffs, not just that motherfucker. Rod X said, "What the hell this nigga got on?" I don't know. Maybe he talking about Big Baby. He might got one of them skirts on or something. The motherfuckers be fighting in.
No, he had a Batman mask.
yeah, he got like look like a bad thing, a bad costume, though, like one of them little kid costumes.
Okay. D'Lo said, "Look at the Ajagba first low blow tonight. He looked to see what the ref will say. When the ref ruled low, he reacted to it like he was in horrendous pain." Yeah. The Kane said quitting due to a broken orbital bone is quitting, but it's very acceptable reason to quit. That's how I see it anyway. I don't think quit is always a bad word. I
I
mean,
can agree with that.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, if you quit the fight, you quit the fight. But I just don't think nobody got room to speak on it too much. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't know how we would react if we had a broken eye socket. You know what I'm saying? Like shit. We look at them as gladiators and stuff like that. But when I look at boxing overall, when I see guys get a broken eye socket, they all quit. We could say that Inui didn't quit, but most fighters do quit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't just look at a guy if he get a broken eye socket and he quit. And I'm like, oh man, this a motherfucking cur. Man, this a punk. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't see it like that. Like you said, it's an acceptable reason to quit a fight. So I don't really just give him a whole bunch of flack for that. You know what I'm saying? Um Pecos Bill said, break my eye and I'm going to shoot somebody for real, for real.
I'm going to the truck. I'm going to my car. Get my guns. Come back. I'm shooting all you mother.
Yeah, that white man can't jump in this motherfucker. D'Lo said Opatai had a broken jaw. Yeah, I remember that shit. I served some crow on that one when he went out there and fought Maurice Bradis. He was out there looking good early in that fight too. Opatai was looking smooth out there. And then all of a sudden he took that right hand and got his jaw broke. I think it was a right hand and got his jaw broken and put a lot of pressure on me coming down the stretch. I was nervous as fuck. But he finished the fight. He couldn't do the post-fight interview, but he finished the fight though. DeCane said Oscar Valdez broken jaw as well. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say earlier. When that motherfucker fought that uh Quigg or Quigley, whatever the fuck his name is. Is it Scott Quigg? I think that's who it was. It was against Scott Quigg or something like that. J1 Pro said, someone tell Anderson it ain't Halloween out here. D'Lo said most folks don't get punched on the job, but will be out for 6 weeks with a broken eye, broken eye socket. Yeah, yeah, man. I ain't never had that shit, so I can't speak on it too much. But that do seem like some shit that'll be hard to fight with. I mean, it's already hard to fight if you just get a closed eye. So now I got to fight with my vision fucked up. And I got my shit broke. It's in pain. I got shit on my mind. I don't know, man. I might have to quit too. Y'all might be saying, man, that nigga Trey X weak as a motherfucker, man. I had to quit. D-Lo said, I said Crow is real. Rematch soon, I think. Yeah, I had saw something about that. I really wanted to see him go out there and fight Richard Reactor, man. That's a fight that I wanted to see, but they couldn't get their shit together. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is on that. Rod Ace the Champ said, I picked Usyk by 9th round KO. Good shit. Salute to you.
Damn good pick. I just missed it by 10. I had 10.
The Kane said Opatad next fight might be a pretty good one. Yeah, they talking about him fighting a rematch with Maurice Bradis now, though. They dropped the article on Boxing Scene not that long ago talking about that shit. Like I said, I wanted to see him fight Richard Reactor, man. I think Reactor a pretty damn good fighter. It seemed like he done emerged as one of the best in the division, especially after what happened to that other motherfucker. I can't think of his name either. The Olympic gold medalist that come from the UK that went out there and got his ass whooped in an upset in his last fight. That big tall motherfucker that be wrestling with them long arms and shit. God damn, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do, y'all. My motherfucking memory when it come to names ain't worth a fuck. I guess that's why I give everybody nicknames all the time, because it's hard for me to remember names.
Who you talking about?
Coley, Lawrence Coley, man. That's what I'm talking about. He went out there. Yeah, he got his ass whooped in the last fight because, like, him and Reactor, they was like two of the emerging motherfuckers in the cruiserweight division. Then Lawrence Coley go out there and get his ass whooped, and now it look like Reactor is that motherfucker. D-Lo said, or at least I have. Hold on. All right, it's a 10. Hold on, let me scroll up. D-Lo said Joette looked like he went the distance versus Navarrete with a broken eye socket, but it was never confirmed. Yeah, his shit was swole up pretty good. Rod Ace Channel said a broken eye socket sounds painful as fuck. It do. D-Lo, so at least I have never heard it confirmed. It looked broken. The Kane said Jordan Thompson is Opatad's next opponent. Oh, yeah, I know who that motherfucker is. He ain't got no amateur background. That dude went out there. He had a tough ass. Well, he actually was looking good against this guy. I can't think of his name either. He like a compact type of fighter. And he dropped Jordan Thompson in the last round and shit to, kind of scare him a little bit. But yeah, Jordan Thompson, he got the frame and shit. You know what I'm saying? He tall as a motherfucker, got a nice right hand, but he ain't got no amateur background. He is about to go out there and get his ass kicked fucking around with Opatad. I guarantee that. He's about to go get his ass kicked. For real. Rod X the Champ said Usyk versus Wilder, who wins? I believe Wilder would eventually catch him with that right hand. It's a very intriguing fight. Man, I'm not taking nobody coming off layoffs no more. Shit, y'all get mad. This motherfucker Wilder, if he fight against Anthony Joshua, I got Joshua. That motherfucker Joshua done fought 2-3 times or some shit this year already. Wilder ain't fought since he fought against the dude that just popped dirty. I can't think his name either. Well, yeah, man, I'm tired of taking fighters coming off layoffs. Shit, if Usyk fight Wilder and Wilder coming off a long layoff, I got Usyk. I'm not playing with these motherfuckers with them layoffs and shit no more. Robert Helenius, appreciate that, Decane. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, this man ain't fought in a long time, man. Like, how many times we gonna keep on taking these motherfuckers coming off layoffs? Like, when we gonna get enough of? You know what I'm saying? Like, we just love eating crow. We just some gluttons for punishment around here, huh? Hell, the people do not win. Every single time somebody come off a long layoff, they lose. Look at Gervonta Davis. He fought Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia came off a year layoff and went out there and looked terrible. This motherfucker, Josh Taylor Gang, came off a year layoff, fought against Teofimo Lopez, went out there and got his ass whooped. Like, how many times do we got to keep on seeing these people coming off layoffs before we get the picture? You know what I'm saying? Trick Note talking to Marlo, said Marlo's corner. Antonio Margarito had his orbital bone broken by Manny Pacquiao, kept going. That's why I felt if Earl would have fought Manny, he was going to target Earl bad eye. That would have been bad. Okay, so we got another one, Margarito. Had a broken orbital bone when he fought against Pacquiao. Pacquiao pulled back the punches on that motherfucker though. Pacquiao kind of allowed that motherfucker to survive that fight. Freddie Roach was talking about that shit one day on a video that I was seeing, talking about how he was telling Pacquiao, go on out there and finish that motherfucker. And Pacquiao was like, man, I don't want to be mean or some shit like that. So he didn't want to put that killer instinct on him. Yeah,
Derek
I
Bailey, salute, bro.
see y'all with the Hellenius. Ride X tracks. I can't knock that logic. Yeah, I'm just looking at the results of the fights, bro. Hell, I pick with my heart just like anybody else. You know what I'm saying? But shit, I can't argue the results of the fights. These fighters keep on getting whooped coming off layoffs. Derek Bailey, OG, what's up, bro? Salute to you. Eric O in the building. What's up, bro? What's going down? Salute. J1 Pro said this man doing an interview or a ring walk. Who is this big baby coming out? He Batman, huh? All right. Yeah. Come out, he Batman in this motherfucker. Well, shit, I might as well turn and get ready to call this shit. Make sure I got some water in this motherfucker. My bad, I had turned away from the phone and shit, so that's probably where my voice got low. Winston Lee in the building. What's going down with you?
Salute, fam. What's happening?
I should have got some bottled water. I got a damn glass of water in this motherfucker. Michael said you can fight a nobody coming off a layoff. Yeah, that's called a tune-up. We ain't talking about tune-up fights though. We talking about good fighters fighting another good fighter coming off a layoff. That's a great way to get your ass kicked. We done seen it plenty of times. Hey man, who was that? I remember when Maurice Hooker came off that long layoff and he went out there and fought Blair the Flair Cobbs. Everybody talking about, man, I got Maurice Hooker. I said, man, hold on. This motherfucker ain't fought in over a year, man. It might have been 2 years. I said, I'm riding with Blair the Flair Cobbs. And nigga Marlo said, oh, no, layoff? Oh, no, fuck that, man. I got Blair the Flair too. Yeah, man, the layoffs will get your ass whooped, man. Rod X said, my slow ass picked that Russian to FA. What the fuck was I thinking? He was coming off a layoff too. That man hadn't fought since like last September or last August or some shit like that. So it was like 11 or 12-month layoff or something like that. Yeah, man. Yeah, get your ass whooped. The Kane said Jared Baby Bat Anderson in the building. Yeah. Michael said that's true. Yeah, we talking about good fighters going against other good fighters, bro. We like the idea of a fighter having a tune-up, you know what I'm saying? But salute to you. Gil Cole said, whose idea was the Batman suit? Rod X said, beat FA. Who beat FA? I thought FA won by DQ. FA lost the fight, y'all. I thought he won by DQ.
Yeah, he didn't lose. That was disqualification.
All right. YG Nice said, thanks for letting me join the panel of watching the main event with the rest of the GM in the chat. All right, that's a bet. Jared Bailey said they both were coming off layoffs. Right. I mean, shit, Ajagba, he hadn't fought in like 7 months. I think Ajagba had a fight in January. I mean, 7 months ain't all that bad. I don't really consider 7 months to be a layoff in this modern time in boxing. I mean, we're gonna go back to the 50s. We're gonna go back to the 40s or something. Hell yeah, that's a layoff. Shit, them motherfuckers were fighting shit every 2 weeks or some shit. I remember they said Sugar Ray Robinson, he went over to the UK, went to Europe because he went to different countries. They said that motherfucker had 4 fights in 3 weeks or some shit like that. Yeah, that'll be a layoff for them. But in this modern day, 7 months ain't no layoff. You know what I'm saying? I go up to like 8 months. After 8 months, I start looking at you kind of sideways. You know what I'm saying? Sitting sideways, boys in the day. All right, we getting the instructions from the referee. We got Jerry Big Baby Anderson going against Rudenko. I don't know his first name. But he a tough motherfucker. He done been in there with a lot of good fighters. So let's see if he can go out here and give this man some work tonight. Salute to Jared Anderson because he has definitely been active in this stage of his career. This is like his third fight of this year. Okay, we're in the first round right now. All right. That motherfucker Rudenko walked into a stiff jab from Jared Anderson. Jared Anderson trying to keep him at bay, trying to hit him with a check hook type punch. And this motherfucker Rudenko tried to bulldoze his way in there. But he walked into a jab to the body from Anderson. Stiff jab from Anderson. Need a hook type punch for Rudenko. Went to the body with the jab, back and step with the left hook on his ass. That's Rudenko. Then he went to the body with the right hand as he exited the clinch. Stiff jab to the body from Anderson from the orthodox stand. Jab with the right hand for Anderson. Then they got taken up. The referee about to come break him. He broke the motherfucker without touching him. Jab to the body from Rudenko, then he broke the left hook upstairs on his ass. That's Rudenko. He over the step of the Jared Anderson, trying to find the rhythm. Anderson reached in with a jab, went to the body with a stiff jab to Anderson. Shot to feint at Rudenko, got a reaction to Rudenko. 2-3 combination for Anderson, but he took a left hook from Rudenko. Jab for Anderson, jab from Anderson. Stiff jab from Rudenko with his head off the line, and he came back with a jab again. He over to look like a bull in this motherfucker again, Anderson, looking real strong. They got tangled up a little bit. They jockeying for position. Referee just watching. They broken themselves, and the referee needed really 2 minutes to go in the round. All right, here go Anderson. Went to the body with the left hook, came back and stabbed him to the body with the jab to Anderson. Need a hook to the body from Rudenko, then they got tangled up, and he went to the body with the right hand in the midst of the clinch. That's Rudenko. Let me move this shit out the goddamn way. They tangled up right now, jockeying for position. The referee just taking a look at these motherfuckers. Need to come break them. He's some big men. You need to get up in there. We got an old sorry, lazy ass referee. You don't want to break these motherfuckers. All right, we got 1 minute and 32 seconds left to go in the round. Jared with his head off the line from Rudenko. He kind of squared up. Stiff jab for Anderson. Tried to spit the guard with it. Went to the body with the jab. Back to shoulder. Stiff jab with Anderson on his motherfucking ass. Lead a hook type pump for Anderson. Came on top with a hard right hand as Anderson tried to follow up with something. Went to the body with the jab. Back and step with the hook. Came back with the right hand, but Rudenko fired back with the left hook. Right hand to the body from Anderson. Lead a hook from Rudenko. And Anderson came back with a 2-punch combination, but he missed it. Then he changed the angle. Went to the body with the right hand on his ass. That's Anderson. All right, then he stepped back at the range and shit. Here comes Rudenko stepping to him, walking into a series of jabs from Anderson. Rudenko came back with something. Anderson fired something out there. Then they got tangled up again. All right. They broke themselves and the referee needed once again. Here comes Rudenko. Lead up. Hook came on top of the right hand. That's Rudenko. Right hand to the bite from Anderson in the midst of the clinch. Came back with another one in the midst of the clinch. They broke themselves and the referee needed 1-2-3 combination for Anderson, but it was kind of raggedy. Rudenko came back with the left hook on his ass and they got tangled up again. Referee about to come break him. You tell this motherfucker Rudenko, let's watch the rabbit punches and shit. Got to think about Pritchard Cologne. Right here, left to the body from Anderson. Then he got up under there. Rudenko tried to come back with something. Rudenko came over the top of the lead, a hook type punch. Head moved the shit from Anderson. Then he came back with a jab, and he came back with a jab again. Stiff jab from Anderson. Snapped the head back with that shit. Need a hook type punch from Rudenko, but Anderson was holding the phone, trying to come back with something on Rudenko. Head moved the shit from Anderson. Went to the body with the left hook hard right hand for Rudenko. Anderson came back with something. Rudenko trying to work that jab and shit. Need a hook to the body from Anderson. Stab him to the body. Look for right hand. Went to the body with the right hand on this motherfucker that is Anderson. Trying to come back with something. Rudenko fighting back though, said he ain't no punk. He'd have been in with the best of them. And this ended that round. What you think about that round, bro?
I think that's an Anderson round. He definitely was in control. He was hit here and there periodically, but he rode the punches good. But he stayed in control with the jab. Anderson round.
That shit kind of caught me off guard. I ain't gonna even lie. I ain't even ready to score this motherfucker. Okay, you got Anderson, Rudenko. You got a 10-9 for Anderson. Appreciate that message for hours in the chat, man. That's square business. Who y'all got in the round?
Yara Nakumi, welcome, fam.
Welcome to the gym.
Sir Ken, salute, welcome. I said welcome. Salute, bro.
Salute to everybody, man. Hope everybody hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. All right, we getting ready to go into the second round. Rudenko fighting back, man. Like I said, he been in with some good fighters. I think that's showing. He ain't no punk out here. I'm talking about KO and 3. Shit, this motherfucker look like he pretty durable, pretty tough. Okay, here we go. We in the second round. This motherfucker Rudenko want to be friendly and make friends and shit. Want to touch glove, but Anderson said, "Fuck that." Jab to the body from Rudenko, but he missed it though. He walked into a left hook and a stiff jab from Anderson. Then he left hook type punch for Rudenko, but he missed it though. Anderson came back with a jab, firing the jab with his head off the line. Double jab from Anderson and pushed his ass back. Rudenko stepped in with a jab, right hand over the top from Anderson. Then he left hook type punch for Rudenko, but Anderson firing back with shots. Went to the body with the jab, jab loop right hand, came back to the left hook. That's Anderson on his ass. Jab right hand for Anderson, but then landed clean though. Still jab for Anderson and snapped his head back with that shit. He right there in front of Rudenko. Another stiff jab for Anderson. Rose him up with the right uppercut, but he missed the right hand to the body. He over to step to him. Rudenko try to get on his toes a little bit, try to win the lottery with an overhand right side punch, but he missed it. But he came back with a jab. Jab right here to the body from Anderson. Knee right hand for Anderson. A 2-1 combination looking like Crawford against Spencer a few weeks ago. Dumping up on the left hook, came back with a jab, came back with a jab again to Anderson. He slipped the jab, went to the body with the left hook, went to the body with the right hand. Jab right hand, left hook on his head, came back to the right hand as Anderson. Then he stepped back and put the jab on him again. Rudenko showing toughness though, trying to come over the top with the right hand, counter left hook from Anderson. Right hand left hook to the body from Anderson. He came back with the jab. He able to walk into this motherfucker right now. Then they got tangled up a little bit. Rudenko want to wrestle and shit. Anderson out there said, I'm trying to swing these things while his ass trying to wrestle out here, pushing back with the stiff arm. The referee said, don't be doing that shit. But he fired a real jab out there this time. Anderson kind of squared up, though. Need a hook from Rudenko. Kind of left uppercut from Anderson, Jared Anderson. Came back with the jab this time. Went to the body with the jab on his ass from the orthodox stand. Thought about throwing that lead right hand. He didn't pull the trigger on it, though. Shot the fade at Rudenko, but didn't get no reaction. Short that hook. Came back the right uppercut. Looping right hand, running the guard from Anderson on his ass. He over the step of the Rudenko. Right? Rudenko trying to shoot a series of feints. Jabs to the body from Anderson. He stabbed him to the body. Jab for Anderson. Then they almost got tangled up, but they didn't know. Anderson stepping to him behind that left hook type punch, looping right hand over the top for Anderson. Rudenko tried to push him back like a bench press, short right hand for Anderson like a counter right hand. Step jab for Anderson on his ass. Rudenko looked like he wearing some of these shots on his face already. He tried to double up on the left hook, but Anderson put hands on him. Big. Went to the body with the right hand, went to the body with the left hook. That motherfucker Rudenko fight back though. Anderson digging shots to the body. Was southpaw, and back in the orthodox stance. Put the looper right hand on his ass. But here come Rudenko. Anderson put that stiff on that motherfucker like the referee told him not to do. Rudenko fired the jab up there. Tried to come back with the jab again. It looked like a tank out here. Anderson trying to control this motherfucker. Overhand right side pump for Rudenko. Then they got tangled up. It's 33 seconds left to go in the round. Both them said on the referee needed. Anderson put that jab up there. Went to the body with the jab, stabbed him to the body. 3-2 combination for Anderson. Rudenko didn't like this shit. Anderson in a Philadelphia shell type of defense, putting hands on this motherfucker, digging shots to the body. Rudenko trying to fight back. Go right into the body for Anderson. That shit hurt. And he came back with a jab. Right hand type pump for Rudenko when he came back with a jab. That was like a 4-1 combination. And he walked off on Anderson. Anderson, where you going? This shit getting fun. Stepping to him with the looping right hand to the body. That's that Ohio walk down the motherfuckers be doing. He would have stepped to him right hand to the body again from Jared Anderson at the end of that round. What you think, bro?
I think that was a lopsided round. Anderson just having his way, especially if breaking through that guard with the jab, but the body work is most definitely most standout part of this round.
I appreciate the message for all in the chat, man. Square business. Yeah, shit, man. Hope everybody hit the like button and subscribe. Y'all score the rounds too. What's y'all thoughts on the rounds? This motherfucker Rudenko pretty tough. I see. Welcome to the gym, Lonnie. If this your first time, said make money before you lose. I guess he talking about Anderson. I guess he sees some weakness in this game. It looked like he came to prove a point today, though. He didn't have the best outing against Charles Martin. It looked like he came to prove something tonight. I'm over here winded in this motherfucker. Like I'm out of shape. Showing some replays from the Usyk Dubois fight. Boy went out there and got dropped with a jab. It looked like maybe like a 4-1 or a 2-1 type combination. Okay, action back on the way. These motherfuckers fighting. They got that bullshit on. We done missed 10 seconds in the round. We come back, they tangled up. That motherfucker, Rudenko got the clamps on Jared Anderson right now. Referee had to come get the jaws of life to get him off of Anderson. Anderson took jab for Anderson, but Rudenko tried to exchange a hook whip for a jab, and this motherfucker tried to do it again. Tried to step in with a lead up hook type punch, but it was raggedy and took a stab jab to the body from Anderson. Stiff jab from Anderson on his head. Came back with the jab again. Stepped the head back, double jab, loop a right hand around the guard with the bite the right hand is Anderson. Need a hook type punch for Rudenko, but Anderson evaded that shit. Then he pushed him back. Right? Back towards the center of the ring. He steps to him. Loop a right hand to the body from Anderson. Rudenko trying to come upstairs with a loop a right hand. Took the left hook type pump for Anderson. Lead over to the body from Anderson. That shit hurt. Came back with a 6-3 combination. Went to the body with the left rip, and he came back with a jab. But Rudenko fight back, though. He ain't no punk. Still jab for Anderson. Rudenko came back with a jab of his own. Right? Rudenko shot the jab out there again. Got the defense kind of relaxed right now. Looked like his a lead right hand type pump from Rudenko. Then they got tangled up. It looked like Rudenko's technique is starting to deteriorate a little bit. He wanted to wrestle and shit. Jared Anderson looking at the referee like, goddamn, I'm trying to swing these things while this dude trying to wrestle, ref. Here go Rudenko jumping in with hard shots and shit. Left hand to the body from Anderson. He's southpaw. Went to the body with the right hook there. He went to the body with the left hand. Came back the left uppercut. He over to step to him in the southpaw stand, touch him with the jab, and he hooking off the jab. That's Anderson. Pushed him back like a bench press. Came back with the jab from the southpaw stance. Came back with the jab again. It's Anderson. Rudenko got some blood coming out his mouth and shit already. Trying to bob and weave a little bit of head movement, trying to find the rhythm. Jab to the body from Anderson from the southpaw stance. Here comes Rudenko. Left hand to the body from Anderson. Left hand right hook from Anderson from the southpaw stance. Then they got taken up a little bit. Anderson walked him into a jab with the body with the left hand. That motherfucker Rudenko fired back a left hook. The referee telling this motherfucker, goddamn, we got to think about Pritchard Cologne with all these rabbit punches and shit. Action back in the way, come Rudenko stepping to him behind the jab. He took a right uppercut type punch from Anderson. Might have been a 45-degree type punch. But Rudenko fighting back, though. They got tangled up. It's 50 seconds left to go in the round. We in the third round right now. Step down for Anderson right here. Level to the body from Anderson. Then they got tangled up. Rudenko took them body shots and said, fuck that. Let's wrestle out here, man. Them body shots is hurting. He steady getting warnings from the referee about rabbit punching. All right. Anderson's stepped in with a jab, came back with a jab again. Jab right hand for Anderson, but he missed it. That's jab looper right hand around the guard from Anderson. Rudenko fighting back though. Right hand to the body from Anderson. Short right uppercut from Anderson in the midst of the clinch. Rudenko said, fuck that, let's wrestle a little bit. Anderson, fuck that, I'm throwing these hands in the clinch and shit. Came back to the left hook. Lead a hook right hand for Rudenko. Anderson pushed him back like a bench press. He over the step to him. Rudenko fine shot. Anderson ripping shots to the body. Back with step with a stiff jab at the time. Right hand up to the body from Anderson. Right hand to the body from Anderson. Another right hand to the body. That's ripping shots to the body. Digging shots to the body. And this motherfucker Rudenko already got red marks on the side of his body from the body shots. What you think, bro?
Yeah, I just want him to hold on to the fifth, but this is another one-sided round. It seemed like Anderson just toying with him, and like you said earlier in the round, his skills is deteriorating, man. He's looking slow, walking in the shots. Just don't know what to do, man. Anderson round.
Yeah, man. It looked like he might want to quit the next couple of rounds too. The way he dropped that mouthpiece. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate the message frogs, man. Pego Bill said, bro, cooking tonight. You know I'm gonna give you my best shot every time. D-Lo, yeah, let's just wrestle. Shit, them body shots is hurting. It looked like he kind of soft in the midsection too, even though I can't speak on him too much because I ain't just got not a lot of knowledge about the way he looked in his past fights, but just looking at his midsection, he's looking kind of doughy. So Anderson targeting that body on his ass. We're getting ready to go into the fourth round. I don't like Anderson switching southpaw, but he did some pretty good work though. I would just prefer that he stay in the orthodox stance. He ain't no Crawford. Anderson shot the jab out there. Here come Rudenko, got his hands good, stepped in with the jab, then he tried to tangle over Anderson, but Anderson pushed him back. Then Rudenko got his head out the line and fired the jab out there, but Anderson fired the jab out there. Lead up hook from Rudenko. Anderson coming back with the jab. Lead up hook, doubled up on the left hook. That's Rudenko when he landed the second one. Anderson putting that jab on him again. The board against the Matador. Lead up hook to the body from Anderson. Rudenko came back with something though. Lead right hand from Anderson, went to the body with the right hand, but Rudenko fighting back. Still jab to the body from Anderson, then they got tangled up. Anderson trying to walk him back and break up that momentum and shit. Referee trying to come break him. Rudenko holding on for dear life. There's 2 minutes and 18 seconds left to go in the round. The referee just took a hard look at Rudenko like, I done told your motherfucking ass. Rudenko shooting a jab up there. Anderson came back with a jab. Jab looping right hand around the guard from Anderson, pushed it back with a stiff arm, came back to that hook. Rudenko trying to fight back a little bit though. Anderson shot the first feint of the fight at the motherfucker. Rudenko went to the body, came with step with the left hook to the body from Anderson. Left hook to the body from Anderson again. That shit hurt. Looping right hand around the guard from Anderson, pushed it back with a stiff arm, came on top of the right hand as Anderson. Doubled up on the left hook, came back to looping right hand, came back to looping right hand again as Anderson. Put the jab on him. Looping right hand around the guard from Anderson. Rudenko fight back though, said, ain't no punk out here going to the body with the right hand. Anderson said, that ain't nothing. Trying to come back with some. Rudenko put his head down and started firing shots at Anderson. Shit, that's how I came this far in my career. I ain't no punk out here. Anderson said, you ain't got to be. He stepped to him behind the jab. Came back with the jab again. That's what I like. I like when the motherfucker fight back. Going to the body with the left hook. Rudenko said, he coming back with something. Right hand to the body from Anderson. Then the old leg, that motherfucker bullied against the Matador. And he came back with the jab. Then they looped the right hand around the guard. Ripped shots to the body. That's Anderson. Oh, left hook to the body from Anderson. That motherfucker Rudenko trying to fight back though. 3-2 combination from Anderson from the southpaw stance. He just switched up in this motherfucker. He was orthodox, named southpaw. And he came back with a jab from the southpaw stance. Shot a feint. Rudenko, but Rudenko stayed at home. Hit him with a short check hook type punch from the southpaw stand, which is about the left hand and knocked that motherfucker to the other side of the ring. Here come Anderson, stepping to him behind that short right hook type punch. Lead right hand for Rudenko, looping left hand from Anderson. He trying to pull down the lead hand, the guard the way Lomachenko be doing. He came over the top with the right hook. Then he dug a right hook to the body of Anderson. That shit hurt. Rudenko said, let's wrestle. Looping left hand to the body from Anderson after he changed the angle. He stepping to Rudenko. Rudenko shooting a jab at third. Looping right hand for Rudenko. Anderson wasn't quite holding the phone the way he was supposed to be. And Rudenko fires some shots at third. Anderson with 2 body shots on his ass. That's hurt. Then he changed the angle with the body with the looping left hand. Back and step with the looping left hand and brought back the right hook in the midst of the clinch. There's 25 seconds left to go in the round. We in the 4th round right now. Here come Anderson stepping to him with a 3-2-3 combination with the 3 going to the body. That last 3. He's stepping to him again. That right rib went to the body. And motherfucker Rudenko trying to buy some time and shit right now. Took a short enough uppercut from Anderson. Stiff jab, left hand from Anderson for the salvo stand, which is a bite with the right hook. Motherfucker Rudenko trying to hold on. Anderson digging them shots to the body in the midst of the clinch. Now he back in the orthodox stance. He touched with a jab and came back with something. Rudenko was fighting back, but this ended that round. What you think, bro?
That's another round for Anderson, man. I like how you doing that little European step around with this motherfucker with that dig to the body. That shit look clean. But Anderson round one side.
I appreciate that super chat from Herb H, man. Welcome to the gym. This is your first time. You don't look familiar to me.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, I hope everybody hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. Yeah, man, I like how he changed the angle too. You looking like he that's that pedigree. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna just get off and just pose for a picture. He gonna get off the line, get off to the side, and he going to the body with it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he doing some excellent work in this fight against a very tough guy. If he can stop him, that's gonna make a bit of a statement. Yeah, we definitely appreciate the message files in the chat, man. Y'all know I'm gonna give y'all my best shot every time. Okay, we're getting ready for the 5th round. Okay, here come Anderson. He's stepping to him in the orthodox stance, went to the body with the jab, and motherfucker Rudenko want to wrestle out the gate and shit. Just holding on for dear life. Anderson over there having a temper tantrum and shit like, goddamn, ref, I'm trying to fight. So the ref said, okay, let me take a point from this motherfucker, man. I think he rabbit punching or something. That's what the referee's saying. Even though I didn't really see it at that time, but I think that's what he got a point taken away from him. Anderson got rewarded for his temper tantrum. He the big baby. He parried the jab that came back from Rudenko, went to the body with the jab. Rudenko threw the right hand out there, stepped around and came back with a double jab. Looping right hand over the top from Anderson and came back with the jab. Rudenko tried to come back with something. Fired the jab at there. He kind of squared up in front of Anderson right now. Right? Anderson stepped in with the jab, came back with a double jab this time and snapped the head back with this shit. Came over the top of the jab with the right hand from the orthodox stance. Knee right hand, came back with the left uppercut type punch. Came back with a 4-3 or 3-4 combination. Then he came back with a 4-3 combination. He over the step to an knee right hand, but he took a right hand from Rudenko and had to start putting hands on him. Came back with the left hook on his ass after he hit him with a 1-2. Then they got tangled up. Rudenko getting real physical in the midst of the clinch. Both fighters was exchanging right hands in the midst of the clinch. The referee just came and broke him. And here come Anderson stepping to him behind that hook. Went to the body with the right hand. Went to the body with the right hand again. Came back with a 3-2 combination. Knocked him out the pocket. Came back with a little shoe shine combination. Went to the body with the loop right hand. Rudenko fight back though. Shot the jab out there. Then he tried to swarm this motherfucker Anderson with a stream of punches. But Anderson kept his composure and came back with the right hand. Left uppercut with the body with the right hand. Stiff jab. Put hands on this man right now. Jab to the body. Looping right hand. Back on Sterling coming back with combination to beat the brakes off Rudenko right now. Tripping up on the left hook, came back to looping right hand, just putting hands on this dude right now, beating the brakes off on him. There go the brake pads. There go the master cylinder. This motherfucker needs to break blade or something out here. He just in the corner getting the hell beat out of him. The referee don't like him. He just watching this shit. The ref called it off. Who's the boss?
Give me my money. Yeah. Damn.
What you got? 5th round knockout?
No, that was FA the 5th. This motherfucker was the 6th.
Yeah, you almost got there. You almost got there. I don't even know why I was taking scope because I knew this motherfucker was probably gonna stop him. Went out there and got him out of there, man. So what you think about it, bro? What you think about the performance?
Shit, I like the performance, man. I like that the 2 boxes opened up. He got some good work. 5 rounds is pretty decent. But he was working those 5 rounds though. I mean, he showed all kinds of shit. He switched stands and put in work just as dominantly with the southpaw stance as he did with the orthodox. The body work was there all 5 rounds. shit, he was showing different shit. He was using angle. He wasn't over patient or none of that. He was getting caught. I mean, he was taking chances, but oh boy, ain't have himself shit. But I think that was a pretty good outing. Redemption fight.
Yeah, I thought it was a good out, and I like how he was two-story with his shit, stabbing him to the body, ripping shots to the body, coming upstairs with it, throwing combination that start high, go low, and come back high again. Touch him with the jab, go to the body with the right hand, come back upstairs with the left hook type shit. Them two-story combinations, you know what I'm saying? It looked pretty good, man. I thought his stock went down a little bit after the Charles Martin fight. That's the type of performance that'll get everybody excited about him again. You know what I'm saying? He definitely got the pedigree. He was ranked number one in the United States, and he looked like it tonight. You know what I'm saying? So salute to this guy, Jared Anderson. He been very active. I think this is his third fight of this year already. And he looks sharp. See, that's what you get when you be active, you sharp out there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, salute to Big Baby Anderson, man. Let me see what y'all thinking about him in the chat. Derek Beatty said he was beating that boy to the body, absolutely. Eric R talking about Anderson look like an Ohio player out there. Yeah, he damn sure put that Ohio walk down on that boy. You know what I'm saying? I call it that Ohio walk down, like Adrian Broner and Easter Bunny, Robert Easter, and a few more fighters. I be seeing them with that walk down, that Ohio walk down. Irv H say nap time for Rudenko. Yeah, a credit to his toughness for not going to sleep. I mean, he was just getting the hell beat off of him, so the ref had to call it off. But yeah, he got stopped though. J1 Pro said Anderson KO round 5, absolutely. Eric R talking about, yes, you must have got the bonus or something. D'Lo said I had KO 2, but I'll take it. I had KO 3. All these fucking nicks that I've been getting, shit. I'm happy to get a Benjamin. You know what I'm saying? Look at my boy Napoleon pop in. What's up, bro? Salute. Talking about I got that KO 5. Got him a
Napoleon,
nice
salute, bro.
bonus.
Oh, he got it. That's a good bonus.
They got him a nice bonus. It look like I ain't got action and winning this shit this year. My boy Napoleon, he in the mix for a chance to go out there and take down the whole thing. So I'm rooting for him. D'Lo said great performance. He had to work. Winston Lee said 1 round off my pick. She closing in on the boys though. It's all good. Gil Cole said he had KO 4. It sounds like you might be in trouble with my Amazon Angel though. Appreciate that super chat from my boy Napoleon, man, all day. Square business.
Most definitely. Appreciate you, bro.
Eric R said I had KO in 6. He was close. Rod Extra Champ said I got the KO round right. All right, good shit, champ. D'Lo said Anderson is supposed to be back in November. See, that motherfucker being active, man. Salute to him for that. I don't like what he said. He was like, man, I don't fight for legacy. I fight for money. But he been active. So I'm gonna give him his credit on that. D'Lo said, just don't do the Montana love. Yeah, clothesline the motherfucker. Derek Bailey said he had KO 2. It's all good, OG. We gonna come back with something. D'Lo said, yeah, I'm already 100 points off the lead in Channel. That's what I said too, man. I'm already too far behind. I ain't gonna do shit, man. I'm just gonna push my chips to the table behind my boy Napoleon. You know what I'm saying? I really think it would be player if we all could like do a broadcast together, like a block fam broadcast. Everybody have their jobs in the broadcast. Marlo be scoring fights, of course. Me, I call the fights. I'll probably get somebody like Duquesne and Napoleon to break down the fights and give keys to victory. Motherfucker like D-Lo can be off in there too. Like just everybody just have the jobs and shit, man. We do like a block fam broadcast one time. I think that shit'll be fun. Napoleon say what's up to Marlo. Ms. Army Brown said I had KO, but not in the 6. What round you had? The Kane said, to be honest, I saw the same flaw Anderson had against Martin. Rudenko just wasn't as good as Martin. I mean, his defense really just ain't the best. You know what I'm saying? But I saw some improvements, though. I like how he was stabbing him to the body and shit with that jab. Get him to bring his hands down, because Rudenko do kind of got like a high guard. So he was stabbing him to the body, make him drop his hands so he can come upstairs with the looping right hand and stuff like that. I thought he was more dedicated to the body work in this fight. It seemed like against Charles Martin had him guessing a little bit because Martin was putting that lateral movement on him, especially early in the fight. He wasn't standing in front of Big Baby. He was going out there moving around and shit, and Big Baby had to cut the ring off on him. This fight, he had a guy that was standing more in front of him. You know what I'm saying? So that was gonna make him look better. I think that the purpose of this fight was to get him back on track as far as his stock, and I think they accomplished that. Trick Note said Anderson versus a jobber. That'll be a good one. I saw a jobber do an interview talking about that shit. Um, Hold on, the shit just moved. DeCane said it wasn't Southpaw. D'Lo said he said he is active because he needs some fight checks, whatever it takes. Yeah. Salute to Jesse Aguilar in the building. Says salute to the corner. I have the three spot on KOs this week. Usyk, Collazo, and Anderson. Good shit. Good luck to you coming down the stretch too. I know you got a chance to go out there and get you another championship. So good luck to you.
That's 3 bonuses.
Yeah. It looked like he got first place on lock. Napoleon said, hope I got top spot this week. Got a Rosa, KO9, and an MD. Well, shit, you got 2. This motherfucker, Jesse Aguilar, got 3 on you. Ms. Army Brown said she had the second round knockout. Pecos Bill said, I'll bring the music. Yeah. Yeah, bring the music. D'Lo said, I would do it. Cam and Mace would envy our production, and I would have my Wi-Fi high and tight. Yeah, that'll be player. Napoleon, okay, talking to Jesse Aguilar. Herb H said, I think he's a great orthodox fighter for a big man. Yeah, he kind of remind me of a heavyweight Adrian Broner, like a young Broner, when Broner used to let his hands go when he was back at like 130 and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think he's very good from the orthodox stance. I just wish he would stay in that stance instead of switching. But I can't deny that he do, land some pretty good offense when he in the southpaw stance. But I just think overall he's just a little bit tighter with his technique and his defensive shit when he in the orthodox stance. Trick Note said, where Frank Sanchez at Amsterdam? I have no idea, man. We ain't heard from that motherfucker in a long time. Shit, we putting out all kind of missing person reports on some of these fighters. What happened to Radzai Butayev? Anybody seen him? That motherfucker go out there and lose one fight. He on the missing person report, this motherfucker. D'Lo said the last fighter I seen wearing an Iceman Nick hat got lumped up. I'm glad Anderson fared better. Napoleon said I got 3 with Anderson KO 5. Neck and neck, goddamn me. Yeah, that's the ultimate competitor right there. You know what I'm saying? Jesse Aguilar, okay, talking to Miss Geneva Warren, the baddest lady in the land. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the rare times where she ain't top 5, but I know she ain't gonna go down quietly. She ain't gonna go into the night quietly. You know what I'm saying? Representing East Texas and this motherfucker. The Kane said, I think Mom Fonlon had enough after beating. Hold on. I think Mom Fonlon had enough after being cheated against Pascal as well. Yeah. Yeah, man, that's one of the ones where this motherfucker the Kane went out there and beat me. That season that he was in, because I damn sure had Fonlon, and they gave it to John Pascal. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it goes sometime in this boxing shit. It is what it is. But yeah, that shit was pretty short, man. They only had 2 fights on the damn card. How long we been on? Have we been on 2 hours yet? Hell no.
Hour 17.
An hour 17 minutes. It look like this shit might be short and sweet tonight, y'all. The Kane said I got that pick wrong though. I just got lucky with the robbery. Yeah, you went out there and got lucky. It is what it is though. I mean, at the same time, you picked a fighter that's very aggressive and comes forward. And sometimes, man, them fighters get rewarded in this fight game. Like sometimes when I make my picks, if I'm stuck on who I want to pick, I might just take the more aggressive motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that they're gonna reward him for that aggression, even if it's not effective aggression all the time. So that shit happens. D'Lo says Sanchez is still with the PBC. So keep waiting. Same for Butayev. All right, I'm just saying we ain't seen these dudes in a long time, man. Motherfucker go out there and take a loss, and they put them boys on the shelf. And then some fighters, they get put on the shelf when they ain't trying to be on the shelf. Like with Cambosis, when he was waiting on Teofimo Lopez, he had to be on the shelf for a long time. Same thing with El Montes Stanionis. He's sitting up here waiting on Virgil, what the fuck? Virgil Ortiz. And he put on the shelf by accident. You know, I just like for these fighters to be active, man. That's why I got to give props to Terrence Crawford, because instead of sitting around being inactive, fucking around with Earl Spence, he said, "Fuck that, I'm gonna go get me a fight." And he went out there and got him a tune-up fight, and he looked sharp when he came into the big fight. You know, I think most fighters need to be paying attention to the way these layoffs is going down, and make sure that they stay tight with the tune-ups at least. But shit, man, I ain't gonna just ramble and just talk y'all to death, man. We done came here and called the fight. Um, we did what we set out to do. We got a little lull in action and shit, man. I think the next fight that we gonna call is gonna be Joey Gonzalez versus Luis Alberto Lopez. So in between then, I'm probably try to come back and do some trivia or something, just to keep the juices flowing. I already got the questions and shit. I just got to put them down. You know what I'm saying? Salute the Hardline Boxing Talk, because I got a lot of the questions from him. He had did a trivia that I got first place in, by the way. But he had said that I had his permission to go out there and use his questions. And I said that I would take advantage of that, because it's not very often that you get information straight from the horse's mouth when it comes to a fucking historian. So I said, yeah, I'm gonna ask them questions on the trivia. So y'all be on the lookout for that. We're gonna put it down. You about to say something, bro?
Nah.
Yeah, I thought you better say something, but shit, if it ain't nothing else, man, I guess we'll go ahead and shut it down. Get our go smelling ass up out of here.
Yeah, I was looking in the comments. I was gonna say they're like everybody came, saw, and conquered also.
Yeah, we came, we saw, we conquered up, man.
Hell yeah.
D-Lo said peace and blessings for sure. Holler at me too, D-Lo. The Kane said big women's unification fight next week. Dina Thorsland versus Yuli Han Luna, WBC and WBO unification. Yeah, I recognize that Dina Thorsland. We done bet on her a couple of times, and plus we done picked her in the Channel Ross. I think she got an amateur background, if I'm not mistaken her for somebody else, because sometimes I do get the women kind of mixed up. But yeah, I think that's the woman I'm talking about though. Pecos Bill said, hell no, it ain't time to go. Well, shit, that's what it looked like, man. Hey, y'all know me and Marlo. We don't like to just come in this motherfucker just ramble. You know what I'm saying? Trick Note say, y'all be easy. Good night. Salute to you, brother. Appreciate you coming through.
Peace, man. Appreciate you. We right behind you.
The Kane said the fight is in Dina's backyard. Well, shit, I'm riding with Dina then. Yeah, she got the amateur background and the fight is in her backyard. That's who I'm riding with. But yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here, man. Definitely appreciate y'all coming through. I already know at the very least Marlo gonna be doing a live stream on Monday. I'm gonna try to be on there too, but if not, Marlo gonna be in there cooking. You know what I'm saying? Monday is let Marlo cook. Saturday is let your boy Trey X cook. You know what I'm saying? But definitely appreciate y'all. Like I said, we're gonna be on some trivia or something in between now and the Luis Alberto Lopez versus Joey Gonzalez fight. Appreciate everybody, man. Salute to y'all.
Most definitely. Y'all already know, man. It's always fun. Chopping it up with y'all, man. Sharing each other's opinion. Watching these fights. You know, just hanging out in the gym, man. Fucking rock on out with the fam. We come through Monday, man. The link gonna be in the chat. Let's chop it up. We got a few things to chop it up about. Feel free to join the link, man, and holler. But y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. Until next time, don't forget to tell them haters and trolls, get the fuck out my gym.
You heard him.
Peace.
Gia.